Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn Modern Day mod. Here today on the channel we have episode 6 of my Germany series. Here today we're going to continue our wars against the Axis of Resistance and hopefully we can conquer another country. Here today we are struggling a little bit on the field of battle. The enemy has air supremacy while we have naval, which is a little bit of consolation, but we are losing mass losses. Unfortunately, now that we're fighting properly fielded standing armies, properly modernized forces compared to those that we faced in Africa, and it's only compounded by the fact that they're getting first world air support as well, thanks to the Ruskies. So, if you like the sound of that, what's happening here today, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. Really much appreciate it. Also, let me know feedback and suggestions. Also, got to say a massive thank you to this month's YouTube channel members. Massive thank you to Divine Overhand, Mikey, Eric, Chuckles the Hut, Green Nero 1, Dimitri H, and Hector A. Really appreciate those guys. The losses are ballooning, but we are still being successful, but it is coming at a cost. We hardly lost any in Central Africa, and now we're losing nearly 100 apiece in these wars in the east. But thankfully now we've managed to consolidate some territory, and we're trying to get more battalions and infantry from Germany itself. But it's just this air support, man. Like, look at this. Air Force is garbage. We've got bloody planes from the 1990s not even available. Hell, the 80s. And it doesn't help the fact that the Ruskies are giving them air support, and their fighter jets are far superior to that of my own. Nice. We're finally allowed to go down sort of the Angela Merkel path. Oh god. She's not the most popular at the moment. But oh, we seem to have air supremacy now that we're taking some of the localized air force. Nice. We'll probably puppet this. Oh, nice. We've surrounded them there. Jordan wants a bailout. I guess we grant that, because last time that's how we got a casus belli against CSTO, essentially. Nice. We're going to be able to capitulate them. Oh my god. That was a hell of a Blitzkrieg. But it just look how quick the tide changes once you have air support on side. My god. World tension is at 100. As NATO looks to take more countries in the Middle East. CSTO seems to be backing any country that essentially NATO is going after. And the Japanese and Chinese are battling it out. But nice. We capitulated them. So I suppose we just puppet them straight up. I could satellite or liberate one of these other smaller factions, but I think we just straight up puppet the faction. And we stabilize the region, gifting it all to their control. Do the same what we did in Iran. I think that's what we want. Hell of a cost, but us and the Americans have stabilized and brought peace to the Middle East. Nice. Well, we could maybe go into the Arabian Peninsula, because the Dark Lord is back. Maybe we could go into Jordan, potentially. Well, you never know. We might actually back the Japanese if we want. That could be a potential play as well, because that war's already going on. Alright, so let's try and reduce some of that influence. Euroscepticism is gaining, so let's try and bolster German and EU influence. Not really much we can do on this front. Nice. I think we're good. We've had a couple of crazy wars over here. But we probably need to halt the brakes a bit, replenish and repair where we can. See if there's any other countries we can target. We can target them. But we've now gone from 500k to 300. I might make a play to get rid of these guys. We can't allow him to control the Arabian Peninsula whatsoever. So we'll try and bring him down. Okay, they've had a change of leadership, which is interesting. Oh, we can war deck them if we want. Oh, also we've got this Balkan thing going on. Who do we back? We seem to only be able to attack the pro-Western Yugoslavia for whatever reason, so I suppose we go for them. We're quite close on the border there. We still might have to navally invade though. Alright, yeah, like if we could get another German state in the south and maybe stabilize the region, puppeting them might be a good idea. Oh god. So a civil war's broken out there. That's something we need to keep an eye out. But it's the third Sino-Japanese war. As if it's the third. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, so it's an Japanese, Indonesian, Taiwan alliance against them. Which is interesting. Korea's yet to get involved. Their debt is huge, though. Ours is cut in half, though. Since our wars have quieted things down. Oh god. Looks like the air forces are engaging now. There doesn't seem to be like too crazy losses either side. Oh no, they've lost 11k. Like the Japanese haven't lost anything. Something we should keep an eye on. But I suppose we back Taipei. Alright, got to deal with these guys in the Arabian Peninsula. What's going on? Jeremy Corbyn's currently the leader of the UK. Hilarious. Yeah, a couple of foreign leaders have changed positions, which is interesting. Oh, I want to see what that naval conflict is. But I'm surprised the Japanese and Indonesians were so keen, to be honest. A little bit gung-ho. Alright. What else can we go down here? Animal rights? Sure. She always loves animals. Angela Merkel. Not dogs, though. Alright. So, let's declare war then. Now, unfortunately we can't go straight over the border, which is a shame. But we'll run our drills aerially. Now, this time around, I would imagine that they're not gonna have Ruski backing, so that should really help us out quite significantly. So let's just do a small naval invasion of the coast. And bring Saudi Arabia back, I suppose. We actually hit the port as we're navally invading it. That's not entirely helpful. But we seem to be maybe drawing away their forces on the border that are squaring up between Turkic and Polish forces. Alright, our puppets are going to come in and help us as well. Which is nice. And also that we're puppeting nations, they're going to be able to AI-wise get their air force, maybe even send some units over as well that we can't and don't directly control. I would like to control most of them. But only a couple more days. Oh, we found some resistance. But these guys should be far less and ill-equipped compared to the Iranians and the Syrians, you'd imagine. Can we disembark? We've had a couple of sketchy naval invasions recently, but hopefully This can be the change and tide for some successful ones. Nice. So let's drop everyone in quickly over the Gulf. And we'll try and rapidly gobble up this territory and try and dominate the fucking desert. Get those Humvees. Fucking fanging it across the desert. That'd be sick. Over the sand dunes. Alright, let's set out some offensive lines. Push here. Pincer there. Flank there. Nice. Let's go, go, go. And liberate our Saudi allies. Air supremacy over the top as well. Let's push on in. Yeah, you would imagine that the states, if this happened, would fight tooth and nail for their independence and resistance. Oh my god, we're just carving our way through the country. Oh my god. We're smashing through these guys that are just sitting on the back of Toyota Hiluxes. With small mounted guns and Kalashnikovs or whatever they got. Whatever they can scrounge around with. Oh, dude, we've only lost 100. They've lost 11k. We're going to be able to take the country within a couple days. And bring it back. Right, this justification up here is complete. Well, yeah. We haven't even fought a country in Europe yet, eh? Well, let's do it. So we're at war with Yugoslavia. Okay. Looks like Bosnia is pushing them though, so we'll try and send some support, but we don't want that to lapse. Because the war justifications, once they've come available, you've got to start preparing for them. And then initiating them instantly. Particularly if you're playing as a Western democratic nation. Because it's not guaranteed if you will ever have the ability to do it again. And now that we've taken some territory, the Turks are coming out to help police and stabilize the region. Nice. That's very thoughtful of them. And they're a little bit longer now. Yeah, they're only about to fall in a matter of days. No, I don't want to peace out with Bosnia. Why did Yugoslavia get involved in this? Oh, God. They just capitulated there, though. That could be another theatre we could get involved in. Alright, the rapid advance in Blitzkrieg has slowed down slightly. And we're still increasing our air supremacy. They've managed to commandeer some tanks somehow. Nice. Come on. How are they still holding out? Yeah, it just shows you the difference between rebels and guerrillas and second world nations backed by first world. Really? How are they still holding on? Holy shit. I know they like fighting in the mountains and going full-on guerrilla on us, but no, we got them. Nice. Well, I suppose we puppet them and bring back the Saudis. It doesn't say specifically which one. Because it would be the House of Siad or whatever. Yeah, so I guess we puppet them and we'll bring it back. Oh my god, no. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. They've kept their name. Oh god, how have we allowed these fuckers into NATO? Oh shit. Well, oh. We've somehow found a pro-Western leader in their organization. What the fuck? Right, I wanted to go help in Yugoslavia, but it looks like Bosnia's taken the ports. So we actually can't get involved over here, which is annoying. Because I can't navally invade, which really sucks. Looks like they're probably going to capitulate anyway, though. Well, if we can't get involved, I guess we'll just give it all to the Bosnians. Like, if we can get control of one of their ports, we might be able to move on over. I don't know. That just sucks. That's just a little bit unlucky, a little bit of RNG, I think. Not much you can really do about that. But we're nearly getting to the point where there's not many more nations in the Middle East that we can really go against. Most of it is either under direct United States or German vassalization / subjugation, or just a part of NATO. We've kind of brought peace, stability, and prosperity to the region. And we've also creamed some resources off the top. Of the proverbial milk. Take a little bit of cream off the top for ourselves, why not? Or they can have the rest of the drink. Yeah, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get involved over here, which kind of sucks, but it does look like Bosnia, not Bosnia-Herzegovina, just Bosnia itself, seems to be really quite successful against them. They are really pushing them back, holy shit. But I wonder how long this will drag out, though. We could maybe run some drills from Munich, but I'd rather not. We might just leave it as is, eh? Alright. Building slots. Sure, why not? Let's increase the CDU. She's not quite popular at the moment, so there might be a change of government in Germany. We'll just have to see how we go, depending on what the voters say. We could offer them a ceasefire, and I'm actually kind of tempted to do so. I'd be curious to see if they accept, because no Yugoslav or Germans have traded whatsoever. They actually declined. Damn. I rarely do want to make peace in Hoi 4. I really rarely ever offer it. But it would have been helpful if we could get it in that instance. Our political power is off the charts at the moment. There's not really much we can spend on. Right, I think I want to try and get involved in this. Taipei's lost 80k. They've lost 20. So I guess I'd back the Japanese and them. We don't want to do a bailout there. So we can't just straight up join the war, even though we've got fantastic relations with the Indonesians. I guess we just straight up war deck them. And then try and get involved somehow. Maybe try and lease some ports to go on over, but either faction hasn't navally invaded either. Hey, oh, they just capitulated. Yeah, well, I was not involved in this whatsoever. So I'm going to give the entirety of the territorial spoils to the Bosnians. They deserved it. They fought hard and they got it single-handedly. So I'll make sure they fully take and encompass the country. Nice. We'll give it to them, and we can probably declare war upon them if we want. We could do. Can we? Yes. Well, it might actually not be a bad idea to do it if we want to. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. A little bit cheeky. Can upgrade our fuel silos, upgrading the Navy and Air Force where we can. But everything's looking good. Oh, France has left NATO as well. Shit. Yeah, thankfully we've taken and brought in more members because it is quite weakened in Central Europe, to be fair. And they're non-aligned as well. Yeah, it's because we're not going down... We're going down alternative history because Italy's broken in half as well. A united Italy is no more. Didn't think they broke in two though, but realistically it would break into multiple Italian states because a united Italy is still a relatively newly modern thing. Now, as we make plans and preparations to help out the Japanese, we're probably seriously going to need to beef and buff up our navy. Because so far we haven't really faced any fierce navy. Syria, Iran, the African states we fought didn't really have any boats between them. However, this enemy is going to be a far bigger opposition. Look, we're going to be fighting alongside our Japanese comrades. But without the states coming in to help us out to dominate the seas, it's going to be a little bit tricky. So, let's try and get frigates. Let's just try and get destroyers, carriers. We haven't even got a bloody aircraft carrier, which would probably be a good idea because I don't know if we're going to be able to move most of the Air Force over here. Yeah, I wonder if our combined Air Force, us and the Japanese, and like Taipei would really combat them. I genuinely don't know. But improving our navy, getting better dockyards, and maybe improving some of our construction here and there is probably not a bad idea. And we'll try and group it up with the main German navy. We have 38 ships. We started off with about 30 or so, so we've slightly increased it, but nothing too crazy. We're trying to build more docks in Germany, and we might as well try and build some here in over here as well, because I think there was we had 200 ships as the US. Oh, okay. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of a potential border issue there because Kenya's attacking my puppet. I've sent some units down here just to deter any attack, but it'd be annoying if they capitulated while I was away in the Far East. Alright, there seems to be some unassigned skills that we can equip here as well. But, unfortunately, it's time to wrap up part 6 here. Thank you very much for watching episode 6 of the Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn Modern Day Mod Germany series. Stay tuned for episode 7, where we help out the Japanese in their Chinese war. It's going to be a good one. Hopefully, we've learned a lot from our amphibious invasions in these earlier conflicts, but going against the Big Red, it's going to be easier said than done. Hopefully we can be successful, so stay tuned for that coming out at the exact same time tomorrow. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like and sub if you haven't already. Feedback and suggestions, welcome in the comments. Got to say a massive thank you once again as well to end things off to this month's YouTube channel members. Massive thank you to Divine Overhand, Mikey, Eric, Chuckles the Hunt, Green Nero 1, Dimitri H, and Hector Bay. Really appreciate those guys. My name has been Simpzy. Much love from Australia. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.